keeping you in touch with Darwin. Darwin TV, Channel 41 News.
Celebrating the 30th National Volunteers Week with the theme of making a world of difference, St John Ambulance NT hosted the launch of a special book by longtime St John Ambulance volunteer Frank Dunstan, titled Order in the Territory, a comprehensive collection of stories and photos about the history of St John.
I'm proud to be with you all here today to celebrate not only the 30th National Volunteers Week, a time when we come together and thank our volunteers for all that they do for us, but also to launch Frank Dunstan's book with Mr. O'Halloran. This year's theme of Volunteer Week is making a world of difference, and our St John volunteers certainly make a world of difference. By taking time out of their lives to provide first aid at our community and major events, they've allowed the community to enjoy these events safely, knowing that they are cared for should anything go wrong.
In mid-2001, Frank Dunstan became a founding member of the Divisional Superintendent of the newly formed Humpty Doo Volunteer Division, a division Frank led with integrity and compassion. Frank's dedication to St John has been around for a long time. He hasn't gone unnoticed. He's been well recognised for his service as a volunteer, as a Lifetime Award winner, contribution to Volunteering Australia, NT, and named overall Northern Territory Volunteer of the Year. We're excited to have Frank here today to launch his brand new book, The Order in the Territory, an introduction to the most vulnerable order of the Hospital of St John of Jerusalem, to St John, Northern Territory.
His first previous book was all about the history of St John's throughout the Territory and the starting of us taking over the ambulance service with St John Ambulance way back in 1974. So we've got a very long history within the Northern Territory St John has. This book is also about the Order of St John. So not many people know that, our Order of St John goes all the way back to the 1600s, way back to the Knights of Hospitality. And with that, we've actually got an order which was set upon by Queen Victoria. And we do have dames, knights, commanders, officers and members of the order.
I'm very pleased to be here today to officially launch this impressive book, Order in the Territory, by Frank Dunstan. As patron of St John, I'm proud of the long history and continued relevance of the vital community organisation. St John has made a significant contribution to the Territory communities over many years through emergency ambulance services, volunteer services to public events, provision of first aid supplies, delivery of first aid training to the public, particularly through the free first aid schools programs. St John's are well known, recognised and respected throughout the Territory for your professionalism and care. Yet many Territorians are not aware of the remarkable history and heritage of the Order. This fantastic book fills in many of those gaps, providing a rich, detailed background to the stories and characters involved in St John development in the Territory.
The first book was just purely the history of the volunteers of St John in the Northern Territory. The second book starts with about the Order of St John, which is the parent organisation, which St John Ambulance is a foundation of the Order. And so this covers the Order, history of the Order, and then how the Order evolved in the Territory. How the administrators they started as patrons of the Order, then deputy priors of the Order. Then I go into more history of the St John in the Territory, but this is stuff that I discovered in research after I'd written the first book.
St John Ambulance NT volunteers attend around 900 community events in the Northern Territory every year.